Hey folks, I'm hoping to, I'm trying to seek the advice of an arborist, not a landscaper or somebody who just cuts trees, but hopefully an actual arborist who can shed some light on this for me. So, this is my cherry tree. I don't know what kind of a cherry tree it is. It was here when I bought the house, and I'm assuming it's the same type of cherry tree that my neighbor has, probably over there. But it's a very, very big cherry tree. I mean, I don't see many this big. Sorry for the sun. But it's a very large cherry tree. Um, so let me start off. About 2 winters ago, um, during the winter, when the tree bloomed in the spring, um, it had some dead wood on it. Let me show you that. And while I show you that, take a look at these leaves here. This is what I'm mainly concerned with here, is how these leaves are looking. The brown around the edge of them. So anyways, 2 winters ago, these two branches here died. And in the springtime, they were just dead wood. There were no buds on it. They were totally dead. So I wasn't sure if there was something wrong with the tree, if it was normal, what was going on. So I wanted to get a licensed arborist out here. So that's what I did. An arborist came out here, him and his team. They pruned the tree. Um, I'm going to say they only pruned it up about maybe a third or halfway up. And they lightly pruned the inside of the tree, which I understand is good for airflow and whatnot. But like I said, they did a pretty light pruning on it. And they removed the two pieces of dead wood. So I asked the arborist, what causes this dead wood? He said it could be several things, but it could be as simple as just the winter just happened to kill these two. He said it happens all the time. So anyways, he cut these, and so that spring the tree bloomed great, had cherries on it as usual. Next winter came and went, and then this spring, we had good cherries on it again. And then about a couple months ago, I noticed all this. Now it affects like this portion of the tree. I'm going to say all of these branches over, and these ones over here, you can see overall they look pretty darn healthy compared to those other ones. So I want you to see the different parts of the tree so you can see how healthy it looks over here. So that leads me to believe that whatever it is affecting just those branches, I would assume. Okay, from that big vertical branch there over, like that portion of the tree. This one over here seems to be fine from my limited understanding of it. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on with this tree. Now, I had another arborist look at this a few days ago, and he claims this tree has something called codit, C-O-D-I-T, and that he says the inside of the tree is rotting out and the whole tree is doomed. It's going to die. It has to be cut down. He got that from looking at, let me see, which area did he look at? I think right here. He said he could tell from this the tree is rotting from the inside. Well, I don't know, guys. This tree looks pretty healthy to me. I don't think there's any rot in this tree at all. Um, you know, no branches break off. We've got vicious winds up here. The tree doesn't break off branches or anything. It seems plenty sturdy to me. Like I say, the only thing I'm concerned about is this browning of the leaves. And you could see it affects this portion of the tree much more than over here. Here, I'm even back further now so you can get a good wide view of the tree here. So is this something I don't have to worry about? You know, is a tree going to go dormant in the winter? It'll come back in the spring and everything will be fine? Is it just something that affected the tree this year? Is there a parasite or a fungus or some type of pathogen that's in the tree that I need to treat? If so, what would I treat it with? How would I go about it? Because every one of these arborists that I ask around here, they won't give me a definite answer. I mean, I don't think most of them know what they're talking about, to be honest. It seems like a guessing game. Now, I've researched it online, and it says anything to do with cherry trees, you want to use a spray or something on it that is heavy in copper. And I've read that in forums. I've watched YouTube videos, so I think I'm going to try to find something like that. I'm going to try to talk to one of the nurseries here, see if they can point me in the right direction. But if there's any arborist out there or anybody who knows about cherry trees, what would you do to remedy this? I'd really appreciate it. Now, furthermore, I bought this cherry tree. This is a Rainier cherry tree, so I know it's a different type. I bought this from a local nursery, and look at it. It's even worse than that one. I don't know what's going on with this one. This one's just never been very good. I think it was just at the nursery way too long in a bucket. I don't know. It's never looked too healthy. It does produce green leaves in the spring. It does produce some cherries, but you know, it's just a spindly little thing, and it really never does much. Where, you know, my plum tree, it's filled out. My peach tree over there has grown nice. It's filled out. My pear trees do well. They produce great. My apple tree, you know, I prune all these and take care of them. The only one I don't prune is this cherry tree. I'm afraid to mess with it. It's so big. But my apple tree does great. They all produce. Another thing to mention, you can look at my lawn. You can see it's nice and green. Here we are at the end of September. And, you know, the lawn is still really nice. I do fertilize my lawn, but I only use, I'll use a fertilizer I buy from Lowe's. It has 2% nitrogen. Or I'll use Milorganite. And I never use any weed and feed, never any weed killer, anything like that. Just straight fertilizer. And, you know, that's all I do. So I'm not putting anything in the lawn that should harm this. And the most amount of nitrogen I put in the yard and any of the fertilizer, it's a granulated form, and it's 2%. So, you know, the grass is healthy. It has good soil in it. You know, I'll even get the occasional mushroom here and there. And I don't have problems with anything else except for the cherry tree I bought last year at the nursery and my big established cherry tree. So if anyone can give me some pointers, what's going on, how to fix it, how to move forward, I'd appreciate it. Thank you very much. Catch you next time. Puppy wants to say hi to you guys. Speak. Speak. Good boy.